be a little bit detailed, because if you look down here, we have one shape going up and one under it. So let me see how we can do this. For the beginning, just add a circle again, rotate it and scale it down. So maybe I think it's a little bit too low poly, so we're gonna go up with the vertices. Just match this curve like that. Yeah, we have here some other curve going on. It's a little bit tricky to see, but if you look closely, we have this curve going like this and then going a little bit straight and up. So this one we have to make manually. About this point, this edge is going to delete because it's separate from this one, and this curve is going up like this. Maybe we can go like this. So here we're gonna delete this one, and on the other side we're gonna delete this one, so we can delete the whole rest of it. Here is a little bit too low poly, I don't like that, so just adjust it manually again. Like this. Alright, so we now have this point here, and we have to make the rest. So we're going like this, go down, don't make it too low poly, but keep the curve nice and consistent. Right, this one we are going to close and fill it up. This one we have filled, I think. Yeah, it's filled. Right, now here we are slightly off the curve. Yeah, a little bit. Make this one active and go here up to active element, so we can rotate it up here. It's better. No, it's not better, but close. Alright, take this couple of vertices. This one has to be active. Now we can Shift D, duplicate it and cancel the movement, and now we can rotate it like that. So we have this nice little even curve. Same thing on this side. Make this one active, Shift D, but this time we have to flip it on the y-axis. So press S, Y, -1, and now we can rotate this. But here we have to go a little bit further. So add 2 more points. And same thing, Command L, this one has to be active, Shift D, cancel and rotate it down. Looking good so far. Maybe we can rotate a little bit up, and I think we have here this line closed, but I can't really see it. Maybe we let it like this. Alright, now we have to do this one manually, or you can use a circle again. But I think it's closed, it's separate, this one. So just close this one, and we have to delete edge and this one. So put it fairly close, like this, fill it up so it's separated. And now we are going to make this one and close this one up. Try to be consistent with the upper one. Or maybe another thing we can do, I just undo this, we can select this whole of vertices and duplicate this one and just put it like this, rotate it a little bit. I think that's better, so we are more consistent. Add a point and close this one up. So now we have to be a little bit more precise on this curve. Here we have to close, so make a little curve. I just had to reorganize this a little bit. Alright, now we can close it and fill it up. So it's a little bit too thick, I think. Yeah, it's too thick. So just make it a little bit more smaller. It's that line. I have to go. Oh, I think now we are better in shape, but this one is still too tiny against this one, so we have to reorganize this one again, like that. Alright, I delete this one and this, so we just have 2 points, and that's enough. Alright, the whole point of this is to fill this shape up, and like this one we have filled up, and now we can insert this just a little bit. Here we have some insert problem because we are too tiny. Maybe we can just go to individual origin and then with extrude and scale. So now we're going on with the next one. I think this one. Just add up the circle again and then rotate it, scale it down and put it in place. Like that. Maybe a little bit more. No, it's a little bit bigger, like that. Good. Now we are gonna delete the part down here. This one we are going to put manually. And this one again, and now we can just adjust this side like this, so we have a consistent gap between. And now we can just do the part under here, select all. This one has to be our active vertex. Go to active element and shift D, duplicate this one, then rotate it like that. You see we have a little bit of a problem, but if we stay like that, it should work. Right, delete this one, or maybe not this one, but this too, and we can just fill this one out. Alright, here we have to do some work. Move your vertices around and keep your curve consistent and nice. Maybe like this. Alright, good enough. Here we have some details, but it's very hard to see. Maybe this one we are letting for later. And now we are making this part, this one and this one. So I think we are going to make this one manually. So just take us vertices and duplicate this one, put it here, extrude it and follow your line. A little bit hard to see, but if we go slow we can just, here's a little bit of a low poly area. Put your vertices like it's a nice even curve. Maybe not too much, like that. And this one is going under this object, this detail. Alright, now we have to do the other part. Just, we have here a little bit of an error. It's not a nice curve going down, but now I think it's good. So select this one, this bunch of vertices, and I see we are still not in shape. I don't like that. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Maybe up here. Just slightly change and we are done so far. Select this whole of vertices and duplicate this, put it here and close this one up and down here. So fill this one, obviously fill this one, and now we are making this side. Same thing, select the vertices, duplicate this one, put it in place and go down. Maybe here we can use a circle. Just add one and we will see. It's kinda, no, we make it manually, so it's just put your vertices like that, a nice curve. Right, I think that's good. Just duplicate this, put it like that. Make sure you are even thickness on this too. And now fill this up. Alright, down this. Oh, here we have to fill this one up. So on this one I'm going to add a mirror modifier. So we see I'll work on the other side. Z-axis. And it's not too bad, I think. What's going on here? Strange. Ah, okay, it's not filled. Now it's filled and not visible, but it's not a problem. now we are going to make this little details in here. It's kind of magic going on. So how can I do this? Maybe like that. I'm doing this quick, but you can just add a circle or something like that. This one has to be a little bit more round. And put this one manually, and we are done with this. It's a little bit too low poly, so just split this two up. And that's good. To split one vertex, you just press Command Shift and B, so you can split this one. Normally you use Command B, but on vertices that don't work this one. So just click on Command Shift B and you can split this. So you haven't go every time to W subdivide and like that. It's kind of workaround. Alright, fill this up. And done this one, but I don't like this shape. Maybe we are just in it a little bit. It's a little bit too thick, I think. Going to the next one, and so on until we are finished with our details. That's looking good. That's a little bit difficult to see. Maybe if we go a little bit up with our reference pick. It's still not very nice to see. Doesn't change. So we have to guess a little bit. This is going like that. I think it's going in here. So in this one. So alright. This one we are going to delete. And here we have to split this up. And this one is going like that, I think, in here. I have to guess a little bit, but I don't think I'm too aside of this one. Here we have to be a little bit more like that. Split this one up. Alright. It's not so nice, but it's okay. So next one. I think we can do this. There's another one going down. Maybe like this. And the other side. Here we can just duplicate this one and scale it on -1 on the y-axis. That's a little bit off, so we have just to do it manually. I think it's not too bad. What's going on here? Oh, it's just filled, okay. So next, what we can do next? Maybe this one in here. So how we can close this one up. Just select a bunch of vertices and fill this one up. Alright, so far so good. I'm done now with this detail. The next thing we have to do is to join these two together. Just select our blade and then our details. With Command J you can join them together. We have a little bit of a problem with our shading, but if you're going to shade it smooth and here auto smooth on, it's turn right again. So now we have to delete this face. Here we have lost our mirrored side. So it's on the Z axis and on the X axis, yeah. Alright, so now I'm going into local view. So we can just focus on this part. So how we can do that? So first of all, we need to connect this edge. Just extrude it out. Take this vertex, go up here. And here we haven't any vertex to connect, so just at a loop cut, slide a little bit down, and then we can join this together like that. So the next thing we can do is maybe we just close up our parts in here. You see we have a little bit of a problem with our normals, but we can fix that later on. But for now we are closing these gaps. Alright, I'm done now with filling up our faces. You see we have some shading problems. That's not really a problem, so select all, press spacebar, type recalc, and there you have two options, recalculate outside and recalculate inside. Try it first with outside, and that was the right one. You see we have all faces calculated outward. And now we can reselect our detail. So go back in the global view, and now I think we are going to start with this one. Select this ring, this one, and now we can just extrude it a little bit in. So not too much, because it's baked detail. Maybe like that. I think that's enough. So I think we have first to do, no, we have both on. It's a little bit subtle, this detail, but it's still here. And later on in Substance Beta we're going to paint it out. So next one. Now it's obviously a little bit difficult to see our details, but just go one by one, extrude it about the same amount. So I'm going close up to this one, and with command you can just snap it on the right position, the same amount, and go on with all our details. I think I have all, so let's just check it out. But I think we have all. It's really difficult to see. Maybe if we go to another map cap, that's not really what I want. I'm staying with this one. Yeah, with shadow maybe we see a little bit more, but it's too... But I'm going to deselect this one again. I think we are done with this. Alright, now we can just reselect our... Oh, here I have missed one. So I'm going to hide this. This one I'm going to extrude inwards and the same amount. Now I can unhide all, and we have just our selection. And now we are going to insert this stuff. Not too much. It's enough. And now we can go back outward like that. So we have this nice detail. Here, I don't know why it's caused a problem, but just go back outside like that, and we are done with this. Alright. Good. Now with the front, I think we are done. So what's this kind of stuff in here? I really don't know. So maybe we're gonna do something else in here. Let's see. First I'm going to determine how far this detail is gonna be. So let's add a loop cut in the middle. With Command B you can bevel it out. Right. Now I'm going to... I think I'm going to extrude it a little bit in. So just extrude it, press escape, and then scale it a little bit inwards. Like that. So here we can just add a bevel.